The Varina Blue Devils' tremendous run comes to a close. Welcome to SportsWire. I'm Will Catter. Well, it's not how the Blue Devils wanted their season to end when they traveled to Heritage High School in Newport News to face the Hampton Crabbers. The defending state champs fell behind 41-29 after three quarters, but battled back, nearly completing the comeback in a 51-49 loss. Still so much to be proud of for Varina. It was the third straight trip to the state semifinals, winning the last two state championships. Varina also notched their third straight regional title as well. KJ White scored over 1,000 points for his high school career this season, and he was named Regional Player of the Year for the second straight season. And with only three seniors on the team, Varina figures to field another strong squad in 2025. Of course, Varina wasn't the only team this year to find success on the hardwood. Several teams across the county made it to the postseason. And on the ladies' side, Hermitage Panther Brianna Robinson surpassed the 1,000-point mark as well. With so many great team moments and individual accolades, let's take a look back at the best from basketball here in Henrico. And with that, spring has sprung, albeit with heavy rain. Still, the spring sports season is only days away, and of course, that means baseball. Coming up, we head to Godwin and Freeman as both teams look to build off of strong 2023 campaigns. That's straight ahead.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you?
You know you do.
Yeah, but I don't know where to start. That's why we're here. We're free, handsome,
I think we're breathtaking.
and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Biology homework, G. I got this. Is that Bran? Colleges love extracurricular activities.
Chess really isn't my thing.
I got this. Doesn't matter. Go ahead. Picking a college, man. You and us. We go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos.
Fire and ice.
Those don't really go together.
Go to GetSchooled.com for more info.
Welcome back to SportsWire. Last June, the Godwin Eagles were oh so close to advancing to the baseball state championship game, narrowly falling to Frank Cox 3-1. Still, the Eagles piled up 21 wins to only 4 losses. This season, the Eagles hope that a solid pitching staff will help the Eagles get back to the promised land and maybe, just maybe, take home the state title. The sounds of spring are back as Godwin baseball prepares for another season.
When we handle those type of situations well, that's the difference between winning close games and losing close games. And we're going to be in a lot of those games this year, okay?
Coach Gentry knows that Region 5C this year is loaded, so close games will be aplenty.
5 in general, I think, is the toughest region in high school sports now, just the way it is. Outside of our region's another beast, but just where we are in 5C, 16 teams, top 8 make it. I know our schedule is tough this year with just who's in our region. Our schedule's tough, and these guys understand that our first 8-9 games are all teams that were in region states last year.
That includes teams such as James River, Louisa, and Matoaka. Fortunately for last year's semifinalists, the Eagles have one of the deepest rotations in the state.
So Smyers is coming back, junior. He was the regional pitcher of the year last year. He'll be back.
Shout out Garrett Mason, number 3 last year.
Hank Pearsall is a 2-way guy, center fielder, pitcher, DCU commit. He's a senior this year. So those 2 guys probably the top. Charlie Gunn, CNU commit, came on really well last year, pitched in the regional championship against Freeman and threw the ball really well. So we're excited about him. And then you got the 2 William & Mary guys, Hunter Ross and Zach Boyd, who have both looked really well going into the spring. Zach played football, put on some weight, looks really good. So we're excited about those 5 guys at the front.
The Eagles' batting order of 2024 will look quite different, but they still have a solid core of hitters to rely on.
Pearsall and Smyers and Jackson York were in the lineup last year. Those guys will be back for sure. They're going to have to carry some weight. Everywhere else, it's kind of open season. We have some guys that got some opportunities last year. We have some guys that have some speed that can handle the bat a little bit, so we'll probably gonna mix some guys in. I don't know if this year the lineup stays the same as much as it did last year. Might have a little turnover game to game, play some matchups here and there. But we're excited because we have about 10, 12 guys that can swing the bat.
And in spite of all the recent rain limiting practice on the field, Godwin's defense looks pretty strong.
I think we can be pretty good defensively. I'm excited about that. A couple sophomores up the middle we look forward to. Matt Hartsfield was up quite a bit with us last year. Learned a lot from Juice Tobin, who's a freshman at Longwood, seeing some playing time this year. Picked his brain a lot during practice. He stepped in nicely. I think that transition is going to be pretty easy for him. As a sophomore, there'll be bumps in the road, but I think defensively he's going to be really good up the middle for us. Alex Boyd is another guy, sophomore. He's got a tremendous glove, tremendous upside. Haven't seen a whole lot on the field the first couple of weeks, but seen him in the fall a little bit. I know what he can do. And then we have some guys that came up that are depth pieces that we know can handle the glove at different spots. So we're excited about maybe moving some guys around and depending on where they're comfortable, but we think we can handle the glove a little well this year. So.
The ball drops on Godwin's season opener, March 12th at Patrick Henry. Meanwhile, the Eagles' rival down 3-Chop Road are gearing up for another run as well. Douglas Freeman won 19 games last year, narrowly losing in the regional title game to Godwin by just 1 run. Still, those Mavs made it to the States and have the experience this season to make another deep run. Head coach Ray Moore and the Freeman Mavericks get ready for another 2024 season. They're just 2 years removed from a state championship, but that's not the focus of this year's squad.
It's great that we're having a conversation where we're thinking about that, but that's not necessarily our mindset. Our mindset is that we're trying to get better, and we want to be a better team in March than we are, in May than we are in March. And you know, the results take care of themselves. So if we can work each day to build something special throughout this spring and gel at the right time and get some good breaks, then anything can happen. But that could happen with other teams as well. So our goal is to try to work to get better throughout the course of the season and not worry as much about where the end of the season might take us.
8.2.
Still, the Mavericks have plenty of talent that could take them pretty far.
Yeah, well, I think our strength this year is that we do have some players who've played in big games in the past. So we've had some guys that were around when we won the state championship in 2022 that played vital roles. Some guys last year who found some success when we had a good season. So those guys being back in the lineup, they've been in big games before and they've been in that setting. I think that that's going to be an advantage for our team. That said, you know, it's a new season and other people are going to be trying to get into those positions in other places as well. So we need to make sure that we're ready every single night when we compete against those teams.
When those other teams face Freeman, they'll see a team that graduated 9 seniors, but it won't look that way.
We do return some guys who throw the ball very well this year for us.
That's where I'm trying to aim. I'm just floating it. That's good. Okay.
We just need to make sure we keep them healthy and then obviously try to feed off of that. We do have some good offensive pieces back as well this year, starting in the middle with Sowers and some guys that have had some success in the past, the Ryder Warrens, the Ryan Blands. And then on the mound, guys like Cayman Good, who had a really strong season for us last year. Also, Ryan Bland had a strong season. Willie Sellers threw some big innings. So we have some guys who've been in the fire. Left out Cross Kingsbury was a good bat for us. We've had a lot of guys who've been in the fire and they've played in big games and had some success. Left out Finn Whipple also, he's another one that's done well. But we've had some experience that's back that we're excited about.
Coach Moore knows that Region 5C will be a gauntlet this year, but if his new young talent merges with his strong, experienced core, look out.
I think that we just have to find some guys that are going to fit into some new roles that they haven't played perhaps in the past and kind of see how those guys mesh with what we have returning this year. And hopefully, we'll have some success with that formula, but we have to wait and see how it plays out. Every season's a new season, every team's a new team, so we just have to see how they gel.
The season starts Tuesday, March 12th, home against James River. Of course, baseball isn't the only sport in bloom this spring. Deep Run Ladies Soccer is ready to hit the pitch with plenty of new faces facing a new season. That's next.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd. What are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Welcome back to SportsWire. Last season, the Deep Run Wildcats girls soccer team advanced all the way to the state championship match. This year, the Wildcats once again have plenty of talent, even if they are not laden with several seniors.
Good, Olivia. That's outstanding. Yeah, Mo. Well done, Mo. Well done. Keep it moving. So to be truthful, we are a very young team, a very unexperienced team. So please do not hang the state banner on us this early. We are very young.
We have a couple really good freshmen to help us out this year, and all the returning players are really excited. So we look really good and we're ready.
The composure on the ball comes with experience. The pride of our program is that the vast majority of our girls do play all 4 years. So by the time they're a senior, they're experienced, they understand our training methodology, but they understand how we play at deep run. We possess and we play and we move and we switch the fields and we try to be exciting.
I play striker and I bring like a forward, like goal scoring opportunities.
We have a very good pool of experienced soccer players, so I'm lucky to have that. And Kara's a very strong striker. Lucy Columbell has grown so much in the past year with her club experience, and she is so much stronger and faster. I'm really excited to have Lucy on the field. And then Olivia Holtkamp has just been, without any doubt, the true leader, emotional, but also a great team player. And she understands the importance of our theme, team first.
So our slogan is "We Are One." So basically, just like a team mindset and get everyone connected and really work together. So our scrimmage on Thursday, we're all riding the bus together there and back, so that we all just become best friends basically, and then we can show that on the field and work really well together and be comfortable with each other.
We've been, I feel more focused on defense to be able to build up to offense because we restarted a lot this year because we lost so many last year. But we're still really strong, so we're trying to build from the back up.
Your angle should be right like this. Good hip mode. Much better. Good job there, Tori. Get there, Tori. There we go.
It's tough to lose so many people, but we have a lot of incoming freshmen that are really good and a lot of sophomores last year who were on JV who are coming up and showing out and playing well, so I think it's good.
Again, what we're missing this year is that senior experience in numbers, but we have a lot of youthful enthusiasm, which we hope will really push the envelope.
Deep Run has moved up to Class 6 this season. The Wildcats will begin the year on March 12th against First Colonial. Remember, if you have questions or comments about the show, just send me an email to this address, sportswire@henrico.k12.va.us. You can follow us on X and watch us on YouTube. I can't wait to see ya next time on Sportswire.